Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Scared cat.
Hey.
I know. Cash is like, what do we do?
What happened?
What
happened?
It is Thanksgiving.
It is Thanksgiving. Happy
Yeah.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
today. Everybody, I hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. I hope your families are coming over or whoever you have coming to visit.
Loved ones. 'Cause it
Loved
can-
ones.
family, friends.
Family,
Loved
friends,
ones.
whomever. Nobody invited us.
I hope your
Thanksgiving,
I hope
whatever.
your turkey is
I'm just
plump
kidding.
and moist.
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 I hope
You know,
enough rolls.
there's a time and place for the moist.
Yeah,
And
turkey.
No, there's never a place.
There's never really a time and a place
Well,
for moist.
It's appropriate for a turkey.
Juicy.
It is a
Juicy.
Yes, juicy. I'll take juicy.
Well, that's the same fucking
Flavory.
thing.
Flavory.
Mine really can go in the gutter quicker with juicy than
I can too.
What about flavory? Is that a word? Flavory?
flavorful.
Savory and
Savory and flavory coming together. Well,
Flavorful.
I do know
Flavory.
this much. I've never seen moist on the back of a pair of shorts as they walk into the store.
That's because it's not moist couture. It's juicy couture.
We can start a whole new type of.
I don't know. The villages might have a market.
I
for
was
that.
going to say back to the conversation we were having 4 days ago about the villages.
The villages, yeah.
Yeah, you might notice we're all in the same clothes because we did the
We should have done a shirt swap.
Oh, we should do that in the next 15 minutes. Just shirt swap. I did think about that, actually. I did. I said, when we're going to do our recording, I thought, we should maybe
Change clothes.
change clothes so that at least we don't look, fuck it. I don't
matter.
care.
We're okay.
Like,
We're okay.
we do enough shenanigans, so I don't
Nobody's
really.
even
There's
gonna
so many
notice.
shenanigans.
Nobody's.
Except now they will because it's been pointed out.
Here you go.
There we are. There
We can all
it is.
grab a hat. Yeah.
Yeah, we can all put on a hat. I have hats galore.
Plenty.
There's plenty
There's
of hats.
everywhere. I do like this purple hat.
Cash
Ooh, Cash does not like that hat. Oh, he is not having that hat.
What's funny is
Oh, wow.
what's funny is I'm a hat wearer, so it's not
You don't like
hats.
my hat?
Cash.
It's just me. Cash.
He said, I don't know now.
He does not. But I like the hat.
I
Cash.
like it, Cash.
That's enough. We're
Every
okay.
year?
There you go. There you
I'm
go.
like every year our Christmas pictures, I have a hat on. Like I'm a hat wearer. Like
I got this thing the other day to have a photo session with your dog. Pop up on my Facebook, get a free session, and then you read it. I set up for okay, that'd be cool, and you get no pictures out of it. It's just the session is free, and they want to use it for their advertising,
advertising.
purposes. Okay, cool.
yes, I've seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you want to buy, you can buy, and they'll give you $100 gift certificate for off of the whatever pictures you want. So they called this morning because I was like, oh, I could do that with my dog and my mom and her dog and my husband and his dog. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Their minimum package is $495.
Oh, no, thank you.
And
Wait,
you
is
get
that
a-
including each person with their dog, or is that for each
No.
individual person and their dog?
Well, the session would be free no matter who wants to do it.
Doesn't
but
matter how many people.
Any package you buy.
But they've
The-
technically added that price into their packages.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
really have.
Yes.
And you have to pay them in advance
No, I'm good.
Before you even
in
see what
case
the
you
pictures
cancel.
look like?
You get in case you cancel. You get all of it back when you come if you don't buy any pictures. But you have to pay it. I'm not paying
No.
you $500 before I even come.
No.
And what if I get sick? What if something happens and I can't
Yeah.
come to
No,
this
thank you.
free
Like
photo
you're
shoot?
stranded in Wisconsin.
I'm like, we
Exactly.
So we did a photo shoot last year in our living room. Y'all can come. You can bring your kids and do a full family photo shoot if you want to at our house because my living room looks like Santa's workshop. And my husband and I actually dress up as Santa and Mrs. Claus. And we did the photo shoot with my mom. So my mom was on the couch, and we have a Christmas covering that goes over the couch, and then we have a whole backdrop that's
That's
Santa's
fun.
workshop and the
fun.
tree. It looked really good. And we did the photo shoot with the girls with Santa and Mrs. Claus, my mom, and then just Santa and Mrs. Claus did a photo shoot with our dogs.
That's fun.
And it was really cute, and it turned out really well. And we set up all the lights, and we used my phone as the
Yeah.
photo because my phone is the one that has the pen on it. So we just set it up where we wanted it, and I just held the pen in my hand and you couldn't see it, and clicked the pictures, and
Yeah.
we had tons of pictures, and it took forever to go through them to find the ones that nobody's
That's the
eyes
worst
was
part.
closed, and
Yeah,
the
that's
dogs
definitely
were.
the hardest
That's
of
the hard
editing the
part.
pictures.
But we
going
have an
through 'em.
incredible picture with the dogs looking at the camera. All so I don't need your fucking $500 photo shoot. I did a fucking $1,000 photo
hilarious-
shoot in my goddamn living room. So fuck off.
I have a hilarious Cash and Santa thing. So, a thing that they do in Athens is sipping cider. Mm-hmm. And so sipping cider, they all have ciders. Some of them have naughty ciders. So,
Does that come with a loofah?
it comes with whiskey or vodka.
I'll take it.
Yeah, whiskey or vodka. Anyway, but one of the realty companies downtown was doing your dog photos with Santa if you brought a treat or donated, and it went
That's
to
awesome.
the local club. And so I carry Cash, and we have his picture made with Santa. Well, I'm up there getting some Knob Creek put into my cider. I'm quite excited. You're gonna put some whiskey in my cider, and
She's
Come
like,
over to my house.
and
I'll
she's
put
like,
it
she's
in there.
like,
moving.
she's
She's
like,
like,
she's even moving. She's like,
I got you.
Santa.
I'm
got
a
you.
whiskey girl. I'll
She's
add
like,
that to my
Santa's
intro.
looking better and better.
and I hear my mother in the background going, Greta, 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 Greta. And I'm like, what? They have this beautiful white and gray rug that covers this whole room in a building on the square. Like, it's enormous, beautiful white rug.
Right.
My dog has assumed the position and is pooping in front of Santa on that rug.
Yes.
Yes.
Dare you?
Oh my god.
That was hilarious. I was like, Santa is not going to come see you this year because you just pooped in front of him on a white rug.
And you are now on the naughty list.
You have gone
Naughty
to the
list.
naughty. Well, he is the man in black.
He is.
But yes, my
mean,
dog
Johnny
took
Cash
a shit
was-
in front of Santa.
That is something Johnny Cash would approve of.
He would. He would.
Yeah, he would.
So,
Yeah.
funny stories about Santa. Now we're at Thanksgiving and we're going into the, Christmas season and Santas and all that. Did you guys have your kids' pictures taken with Santa and stuff like that ever?
Oh yeah.
Not really. Like, not an official Santa. I think one time we went to like Zaxby's and there was a Santa there, or like the Santas at school, but not like.
So you've never gone like on the trip to go take
Nope.
them to the mall to take the
We've
photos
done
with
mall
Santa.
Santas. We mostly did exchange Santas because living on base, there was always an exchange Santa. And Fort Drum had a fabulous Santa. Nice kind of gray, natural. It was his beard, nice gray, white. He looked the part. He had the hair.
Like your dad.
Like my dad, yes. And there were a few years I could tell them, and it's so funny because I line them up every Christmas in order of the years. And there's this year it was cool. This year's cool. This year, no, don't come near me. Don't. I'm not okay with this Santa. I'm like, it's the same Santa. This kid is losing it. He's losing it. And next year's like, oh no, we're okay. We're okay. And then like another year later is like, nope, nope, get away from me, nope. And
so
then it's
Sam-
same Santa.
Sam tells me we had it in our hangar, our aviation hangar on the base.
That too,
And,
yeah.
And Sam, I don't remember how old he was, 6 or 7, something like that. I'm like, go take a picture with Santa. And he's like, I don't want to. I'm like, please, will you just go take a picture? I don't want to. And I'm like, can you just, oh, fine. I'm like, you get a gift. They're going to give you a present. He's like,
Whatever, fine.
whatever, fine. I'll just go do it. So he goes over and he sits on Santa's lap. The guy talks to him. He ignores him.
Does he do this?
Yes. Yeah. He's like, I said,
Not my
smile.
thing.
I said, smile. So he went.
Did he do that?
No, it was literally. And he did the whole arm thing. with
Hey,
it.
you zip it.
And
Ash is getting mad again.
Oh yeah, he's getting mad.
he's glaring at me.
Oh yeah, he's.
Hey, Johnny Cash, what's
I
up?
love how his little mustache goes.
It does. It does. It puffs. His little mustache puffs. But
He was appropriately named.
absolutely, he will not stop staring me down. He's like,
This is hilarious.
yeah. If anybody could see this, he's looking through the desk, through everything,
So I can try.
and he is giving me
Well,
the
not
look.
now, I
of-
moved.
Yeah, you moved.
Now you're getting the glare.
Now you're getting the look. And
Oh, now it's Mom.
oh my
Cash.
goodness, he
You love me.
Cash, we love
oh
you.
goodness.
He's like I feel like bad things are about to happen. So anyway, he gets done with Santa and he comes over and he goes, "Are you happy now?"
Yeah.
And
Yes,
I
thank
said,
you so
Yes,
much."
thank you so much. And he's like, "That was the fakest Santa I've ever seen." You can literally see his army green shirt in the back and you can see the tie. Like they could have done a better job. And I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry." He goes, "It's okay. I already know that Santas aren't real and that's all right, but this is stupid." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, I don't get it. Like we were just talking about this the other day, stranger danger and all that stuff. and you want me to not get in a car with somebody,
He's got a
not
good
take
point.
somebody's candy, but now you want me to go sit on some stranger's lap and tell them all my secrets." And I was
Fair
like,
point.
I was like, fair point. You never have to see Santa again.
Right? And it's like when we were younger and the parents would be like, "Don't get in the car with a stranger. Don't get on the internet. The internet."
Truck with a puppy.
Right, the truck with a puppy.
The candy.
Don't talk to strangers online. And now what do? Uber,
Uber.
DoorDash,
And he
trick or
even-
treating,
and
going to
he even-
people's doors asking for
He
candy.
even brought up trick or treating at the same time.
Yeah.
He goes, and this was at that age where I still wanted him to dress up and go trick or treating and me to take him because you want that last little bit of them being
Yeah.
a child. And he's like, "So I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers,
Or not-
and I'm
or go
not
to
supposed to
strangers'
take
houses.
or go to strangers' house or take candy from a stranger. But now you want me to dress up
And go trick-or-treating.
ask strangers for candy, and then sit on a stranger's lap and tell them all my secrets." I'm like, you never have to go trick or treating
Trick-or-treating.
or sit on Santa's lap ever again for the rest of your life till he was like 14, 15 years old. And then trick or treating again was
It was
cool
cool
because
again.
all his friends were doing it.
Yeah.
And funny story with that. He comes in and he's like, "Mom, you have to go with us." I'm like, "I don't want to go trick or treating." He's like, "No, you need to go with us. We need somebody to go with us because where we're going, we need somebody to drive. We want you to go with us." I'm like, "Okay, I'll go and I'll drive." He's like, "No, we want you to go with us." I'm like, "I don't have a costume. I don't have anything to wear." Y'all have seen my bathroom, right?
Yeah, the
Bunker gear.
Yeah, scared the
Oh.
bejesus out of me the first time I peed in there.
Because you thought there was a man standing there. Because I have our fire bunker gear is hanging in the bathroom,
Literally right next to the toilet.
right next to
okay.
the toilet. So literally,
So
like,
it's creepy, like somebody's watching you pee.
yeah, pretty much.
Thanks.
is.
That's
So
nice.
about 5 minutes later, he comes walking in with my bunker gear and my helmet, and I was like, "Okay, so I'm going to dress as a firefighter." So I did.
As a firefighter,
I-
being a firefighter.
Yeah, I'm dressing like a
I'm dressing for
firefighter.
work.
I'm like,
Awesome.
okay, this is fun. So we get up to one of the doors,
Hey,
and
there's
the,
a ladybug.
and the lady, oh,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
it's not even a squirrel; it's a ladybug.
It's not even shiny.
It wasn't. It was just it caught
Polka
my.
dotted.
I was
You
staring
know
at it
what?
too.
May not be
sorry.
shiny, but it's polka dotted, and that counts.
And that does
That does
count.
count.
Yes.
I
I'm
watched
so
it climb
I'm so
up and
sorry.
then twirl. So
She didn't say anything though. She
She has restraints.
stared
don't
at
have
I knew
restraints.
something was going on because her eyes were. I was like, "What is she staring at?" So anyway, we get up to this one door, and I was still in earshot of the lady, and she says, "Isn't she a bit old to be trick or treating?" And my son, without missing a beat, he goes, "Shh, please don't say that. This is my aunt and she's special needs. So, we're taking her out. And I turned around and went, fire truck, go! So to this day, some of my son's friends will walk up and go, fire truck, go! And it's so funny. I mean, granted, yes, if you look at it from a different perspective, that's mean. And I was not. I was
Playing the part your
I was
son
playing
gave
the
you.
part my son threw on me.
Yeah, I was going to
Because-
say, your son did that, and you were
Well,
somewhat protecting your son.
okay,
I'm
so
going to
it-
do what he says.
So it also turned into a benefit because the lady was like, oh, how sweet. Come here, honey. And I went up there and she's like, come here. And I thought she was going to hug me. And I was
Yeah.
like, really?
Ew.
Like, please don't touch me. And I went like this and she's like, oh, you're precious. Open your bag. And I opened my bag. She dumped the whole bowl into my bag. And the boys were like, cha-ching, you're doing that at every door.
Every house.
I shit you not. We kept filling my bag. We are not advising you to
No,
do
we're
this.
not.
No.
Do
We're
not
not
do
doing
this.
this.
It just happened this one year. We never did it again. But cha-ching, because we ended up having to dump the bags into the back of the car because everywhere we were going, they were all doing it. They were all giving me like the whole bucket and go fill it back up for the next kids that were coming. And I kept filling mine so full that like we would have to go dump them. The kids, the rest of them, they'd get
looking
one.
for that.
One little candy would go into their bag and me would get the whole fucking lot. And then we'd go to my car and dump it out in the car and go some more. And everyone literally had a pillowcase that was full to the brim at the end of that one. And of course they tried to get me to do it the next year. And I'm like, no, I'm never doing it. One, I did put my bunker gear on with my boots. Not like I did when I was at work because I didn't put no shoes on. I just threw them on and like, okay, let's go. I had so many blisters on my feet
Yeah, I
walking
bet.
in those because that's not how they're intended. I usually wear my work boots and they go inside of them. So they're really big and they're rubbery and they rub.
Like wearing jelly
Wonky.
shoes as a kid.
Yeah, they were absolutely horrible. So yeah, no, not
happening.
doing that at all. So anyway, that's my fun Halloween story and why my kid doesn't, and I will never make a kid do
I
that again.
followed the kids this year while they were walking through their little subdivision or whatever that we always go to in a white van. And a white 15 passenger van because
With-
it was
with
raining. And
windows?
Yeah.
With a sign on the back that said, "We're all mad
Free
here."
candy.
yes,
Free candy.
and
Free
it
candy.
says that if a kid falls out, honk.
Next year,
all
next
kinds
year,
of
can we get you a sign that says free candy on the side?
Oh yes, we totally need to do that.
I
That's
was
funny.
the creeper following
Free
the kids
hugs.
at 2 miles an hour.
Yes, you were.
Like, hey kids, I got candy over
see
here.
Oh
my God, that's
about
hilarious.
14's when like your son decided it was cool. I have a legit Santa Claus picture of me and a friend of mine. We were at the mall like one night. There wasn't a line. We were like 14 years old. Her and I both matured a little early, so we're curvy girls.
Voluptuous.
Curvy girls. Yeah, no, it was not voluptuous then. It was just curvy. There's a difference. Like, yeah,
There's a difference.
Yeah, but so we went and sit in Santa's lap. And we got off, and Tina, we got off.
You got off?
His lap. I know. I was like, wait. We
When
stood
I
up.
stood
You
up,
sat
We
on
stood up.
Santa's lap and got
Well,
off.
Santa may have because my friend went. He was a little pervy, and I was like, she was like he grasped my butt. Sure enough, we got our photos, and
his-
he is cupping her butt. His
Ew.
hand, like I have the
I would
photos
have
still.
straight elbowed him in the face.
I have the
Don't you
photos
dare
still
touch
somewhere
me.
at home.
Ew, that's so
like, me and her
pervy.
both in his lap, and I mean, he had, like I was probably like more in his lap, and she was kind of turned on the side, and yeah, I mean, it's. I have the photos.
Your dad
Probably not
aside,
gonna pick it out.
Amanda, your dad aside, when you look at Santa's in a different light, doesn't it seem a little creepy?
Absolutely.
Like, why would a man? I mean, the the premise of Santa, the real Santa, is wanting to bring joy to people.
Yes.
Right.
But all the ones
He's
that
always
want
watching me.
yeah, I mean, listen to the song. It's a little bit creepy. But, all the
Lot
people
creepy.
who dress up like Santa and really want. Now, your dad played the part all year long. Like, he
True.
was.
He even went to Santa University. That's the thing. Really? I swear to you,
Was it at the North Pole?
I don't remember. But it's where you go.
Was it
and-
ran by little people?
No, but they do.
No,
they
I
teach
don't
you,
work
like,
there.
They tell you rules. They have not judgment when ethics.
Okay.
Ethics, yeah.
Yeah, ways to touch a child, what you're allowed to touch, what you're not allowed to touch,
How to touch?
how to
The
touch.
Santa at
When
Madison
to
Square Mall
touch?
obviously did not go to Santa University.
No.
No.
Well, I think
what
a
you're
lot
allowed
of
to
the
talk
Santa
about.
malls are not real Santas. They
Right.
are. I need to make some cash, and I like little kids, so I'm
Yeah.
going to dress up and touch them all.
What you're allowed to wear, what you're not allowed to wear, how you're allowed to talk to these kids, what you're allowed to talk about. They teach you sign language for Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome.
They and it was, and my dad, he had like these weird, like, no, I don't want to say weird, but like crazy high standards. If a kid was throwing a fit, you were not sitting in my lap because I'm not taking that punishment. I'm not taking it.
Yeah,
And he said, I will gladly stand next to him. Or your child. I will gladly go.
I
say
can stand
hi.
next to him with you and your child.
Right.
Yeah.
You are not to sit on my lap and have this kid kick me for 3 minutes straight trying
because
to get a picture.
you want a picture. Yeah. No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He would have, there were a few disabled children that he was really good with. He would, if a kid was like autistic or something and the floor was like his spot, he would get down on the floor and talk to the kid kind of from a distance, and he got some really cute pictures. So cute. He would take his breaks. He would do all this other stuff.
But
He
I
would
think
always
there's
ask
very
me-
few and far between
Yes,
of those type of
morals.
Santas.
Morals.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the word I was trying to.
Something that's
Ethics,
lacking.
morals,
So,
you know.
Judgment.
I think today, though, I would be a lot more concerned with it, with the whole, and it's not to attack anybody, but
Right.
like the whole transgender thing has gotten so pervyish.
Very.
And
It's
like
so far
I don't
out of left field.
I don't understand what's okay with letting them cross-dressing and drag queens reading to kids in school, reading some of these books that are out of left field. And I think it's also opening that door for that perversion and that sickness. And I think it's filtrating into the costume areas of Easter Bunny, Santa, Easter Bunny, all those different things, because they have now realized that we have to be so tolerant that we can't and won't say anything because of whatever, because we would be considered bigots or whatever. I'm sorry, but it makes me even more cautious now. Like, I wouldn't even take now today, unless I knew the person and they dressed up like Santa, I would not take my kids to take pictures with them. I would be worried that when they're not dressed like Santa, they're dressed like a cross-dresser or some weird other shit, and they're, a furry or doing something weird, and they wear a dog collar underneath that Santa suit. I don't know anymore. Like,
I don't think it's a problem, but if they keep it private.
yeah, if you want to do what you want to do, keep
In
it private. But
if
when
you're gonna go out,
Or
and,
even
like,
wherever you are and you
Right, in your
do
little
all the
group,
little
that's
things that you
fine.
do with your friends or
do
your
not
whomever.
bring it into
Absolutely.
when we've turned this pride parade into, like, I have a lot of gay friends, and most of them, they're like, we're real gays. We don't like the deviancy. Like, we were like, my friend Peter, he's like, I remember the day when, he is old enough to remember how things started and watching it and being empowered by that. And he's like, but when they
This isn't that.
marched, they wore suits to say, hey, respect us. We're still people.
Right.
And they weren't deviant. They didn't do all this creepy shit, and I'm seeing pictures with these
chains
kids,
and
and
whips
they're
and
whipping them, and
underwear and-
I'm like, why are you dressed like that in front of children? Why are we allowing this to become
You wouldn't allow a straight person.
no?
Yeah, exactly.
And why are we allowing this to become desensitized? Where when
Why-
things happen in front of them, they're
She's
not
got a point. Like,
creeped
why is
out.
it okay for a gay person to walk around and I'm not saying the rainbow, but like a rainbow outfit and just skimpy underwear, maybe some tassels, and whipping
a tail
somebody-
sticking out of their butt?
yes.
that you know is attached to something up
Yes,
their butt.
right. So why is it okay for them, but like a straight person can't do that, and they can't wear a tail, like if that's what
Or
they're
a
into.
white man.
or a white, right?
A white straight man.
If you're straight and you do that in
Well,
the privacy of your home, and you're like, hey, I want the world to know how cool I am.
Well, but
what I'm into, but it's
I
not
will,
okay.
I will say that I disagree with you on that, because I don't think a white straight man
Would
would
do
be walking
Okay,
around
no,
with the
he wouldn't,
tail of
but
his
I'm
butt.
like, because I'm sitting here going, I'm confused.
Because we're
But no,
talking.
I mean,
we're
like,
God
talking
would
about.
do it just to prove a point.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just-
Well, there's but
Or
he
wear
wouldn't
the
be wearing
chains
an
or the
actual
whips.
one with the
No.
No.
butt plug. He
but-
would be
No.
wearing just it tucked into his pants or something.
Or if
or
some-
like a stretchy thing around his waist.
Right.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
used to make dinosaur tails for my kids, and there was like a Velcro deal. It was really
Yeah.
cute when they were little, but it was never like a whoa.
well, now, like, I would be careful of half the costumes that you put on kids because they're being sexualized. They're being, so it's making a lot of these holidays into where you have to be a lot more careful, especially if you have younger kids.
Did you hear
Then
about
you-
the guy that just cut his arm off?
No.
He wants to be trans-abled.
Oh,
He
I've
felt
heard
like
about
he
that
was
before.
Born,
There's
an amputee.
there's a guy who claims that transable, and he lives in a wheelchair. He does everything in a wheelchair, but then it's ironic because they have filmed him. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Because he will literally roll his wheelchair up to his car, van, whatever it is,
And get out,
he's in.
get out.
Get out, take it off, put it in, and get in and drive away. Just like the 53-year-old man who identifies as a 13-year-old girl and
Ew.
wants to be on the swim team and change in the locker room with the girls, and they were allowing it to happen. Well, then he walks to his car and he's like, not gonna talk to them. And I'm like, well, if you were really a 13-year-old girl, you wouldn't have a driver's license.
Yeah.
So you couldn't be driving. Just like that skit one on the
the cat.
cat. I'm going to take you to jail. Or
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to the pound and get you a rabies shot. And you can pay the fee to get him out. And
We're going to call mental health for you
And-
because you're going to let him get a rabies shot.
yeah, like, I don't have $70. That shouldn't have been your question. You know, it should have been,
No,
I'm not
no,
letting
no.
my boyfriend, whatever you want to call it. And sure, it might have been a skit. But I like some of these skits
Yeah,
because it's
they
trying.
make a point.
It's proving a point that this is like out of control. We're going to put litter boxes at schools in bathrooms.
Do furries use toilet paper or do they just potty? Because that's going to itch later.
Yeah, when that dries, that's going to itch. Like, do they just go up and are they going to start installing
do you have any
trees
answers?
too in
You're
the
furry.
school so they can rub their butt on the tree? I mean, animals don't wear clothes. Are we just going to start letting them just
gosh.
go naked to
Ew.
class because they don't? They
I don't wanna
identify
see
as
anybody naked.
a bear.
I don't care how
or,
good you look. I don't like naked.
Like, how far
I
are
don't
we
like
going to
naked
let
either.
this go to where we can get back to getting a picture with Santa is not creepy? What's it going to take to get back to that point? Are we ever going to
That's
get back
probably
to
never
that
going to
point?
happen.
No.
Probably never gonna. No.
I wonder how that's affecting that.
They'll probably get rid of Santas before that happens.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how that's even going to affect that field anymore. How many people are actually lining up or taking their kids to see Santa anymore compared to in the
Let us know. What do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
us know.
let
I
us
mean,
know.
if you go to the mall last year, we went shopping at that time with the girls. Obviously, they weren't going to go sit on Santa's lap or anything. Emma and I took pictures there because we got there while they were getting all the stuff set up and nobody was there. So we took our own pictures.
Yeah. I'm gonna side note. Sorry, that's another thing my dad did. Is like if older kids came out, he would stand up and like kind of stand, not sitting Santa, like standing kind of.
Stand up with them and take a picture instead of
Exactly.
older
Yeah.
girls sitting
Right.
on his lap.
Yes.
Well, like,
That's way
like
less creepy.
Yes.
Cupping their
Emma-
rear end.
Emma, well endowed. You know, she was 16 when she got here, turned 17 while she was here. And when she was dressed up, makeup and eyelashes and pretty outfit, she could go to a bar and be 24.
My daughter Isabel's
she-
the same way.
Good looking girl, had the chest to go with it and everything else. And I'd be like, you can wear that in here.
You can't wear that out.
Now, and
not
it's
do that.
totally different in their country because I think they're not as prudish about it as they are here. So the reason for the issue here too is a lot more creepy people are closeted and they grew up with sexuality and bodies not being such a big deal. So here it's kind of like the drinking thing. You keep the drinking away from them. They're not allowed to drink. And then when they can, they go way overboard. If you grow up with it, it's not a big deal. So seeing boobs and seeing girls wearing crop tops ain't a big deal over there because it was just never a big deal. Here, it's like, oh my God, look at her.
I see your ankles.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went shopping
are-
Saturday. Everything is cropped.
Yeah.
Even the stuff for like 4-year-olds.
There are,
Oh,
there are
Every like I wanted a sweater
right,
for Thanksgiving.
right.
Everything and like
I want
not
a
crops,
full-
like
A full shirt. I want a full shirt.
Yes.
and a
You're
full
missing
sweater.
half.
I don't want to
Yes.
pay full price for half a shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I don't want
double full price.
I mean,
Right,
To the
exactly.
tin.
and I'm talking a couple hundred that I picked up. I was like, no.
Yeah. Even the ones that are considered like the larger size,
Even at Walmart.
they're still
Yeah.
gonna not come down. I have a belly.
Yes.
Right.
I-
I have the apron. We're good.
I am comfortable with my body, but I realize other people may not be comfortable with my curves.
Yeah,
I
right.
respect other people.
I look at it
And
like politically
I
correct.
want to wear what I'm comfortable with, and
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable in my
yeah.
to wear that. It feels weird.
I call
Oh,
it.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
I call it
did
clothes.
not look comfortable.
Yeah, it's not that I'm afraid of whatever. It doesn't look comfortable.
I call it clothes political correctness. Just because they have to make it in your size does not mean you have to wear it in
Yeah.
your size.
I mean, I was like-
do not want nor need in any way, shape, or form to see. I think I wear like as 18 and up, depending
Yeah.
on who makes
Right.
it. I don't need to see anybody in my size or above wearing Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to see
I
anybody in a size 2 wearing Daisy Dukes.
This is
Be-
true.
I don't want to
This
see
is-
your butt.
I don't either, but I will say
They can pull it off.
makes
if
it
you,
worth
if
it.
you got that,
But
flaunt it. Knock yourself out. Whatever.
it's like these boys that are wearing those like 3-inch inseams. I'm like, dude, I can see your nutsack hanging out of your
Oh,
shorts.
I do not like short
Knock
shorts
it
on
off.
guys. No.
I don't
Yeah.
want to see your nuts
No.
hanging out the bottom of your shorts.
yeah, no,
Sorry.
that's gross. That's just that's
I don't
just
wanna
gross.
see a
I was like,
girl's-
where's the Mrs. section? This must be the juniors
Right?
section. You know, because used to you had the juniors and you
Juniors
had the
and
Mrs.
Mrs..
It's like, I think I need to find the Mrs. section.
I need to find.
Can I get in the maternity section?
We're to
'Cause
the
that's where I'm
point of the
comfortable,
missed it
thanks.
section. They missed making the rest of
It
the
was
shirt.
so.
So my turkey pants.
it
My
was
turkey
so
pants.
many.
Maternity pants that you pull up over your belly for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. You got your my
Hey.
turkey pants
My
on.
turkey
Yes.
pants on.
Hey, you know what? Maternity pants do not have to be thrown away after.
do
No,
not.
they don't, and they're
They do
very
not.
comfortable.
Yeah, they're very comfortable, and I like that. My turkey pants.
Yeah.
Because it kind of holds it in.
That was
but you're not
friends.
constricted.
Didn't Joey have
Joey
one? Some?
did it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yep,
Phoebe's
my
like,
turkey
those
pants."
are my maternity pants. He goes, nope, these are my,
My turkey pants.
yep, absolutely. I mean, there's a reason for everything, but the whole point of this was we have Thanksgiving going on and we're going into the holidays. And what do you do for your traditions? Do you go out to eat? My husband and I were contemplating going out to eat for Thanksgiving dinner, but I didn't want to go to some cheesy place where it's like you're going to a cafeteria. I didn't want to do
true.
that.
Yeah.
The one place we did decide to go that would be really cool would
It's
have been
closed.
Is closed.
But
They're
why
for
would they
renovations.
advertise if it was closed?
Why would they close during this time of year
where are
if
we
that's
talking
one
about?
of
The
Grill
360.
360 Grill?
Oh, that
in Florence?
In Florence, it rotates 360 during
over the
your
Tennessee
meal.
River.
What?
Over the Tennessee River.
I've never been.
And
I'm
like,
sorry. I need more information on
Well, it's
this.
closed right now.
yeah, they're renovating.
They're renovating.
Oh shit.
So they'll be open soon for
I think
reservations.
there's a
I
lot-
think we're going to have to do a
They're,
girls.
they're renovating a whole
this?
lot there at the Marriott Shoals.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a lot of renovating there because like 4 of the other
Yeah.
places that were recommended under renovations. Of course, it is.
Wow.
You know, we're from the West Coast where we don't have all the seasons.
Oh, that's true.
We don't have the beautiful seasons. So what we call it is there's 2 seasons on the West Coast.
Hot and
It's-
less hot.
No, it's
That's what I call it here. Hot and less hot.
It's winter and construction.
Okay.
Yeah, we have winter and we have construction
construction.
season. Those are the 2 seasons, period. But what do you do? What are your traditions?
I thought you were asking me. I was like, oh.
Do you guys have traditions? You know, we have always done.
What's your must-have side dish?
yeah,
yeah.
must have side dish.
Greta's mac and cheese.
Yeah,
It is my famous mac and cheese.
you are bringing that, yes.
I can. I mean, yeah, I'm making it for our family. Yeah, they wouldn't have it any other way.
But I
so.
thought we were having a potluck on Wednesday.
Okay. Y'all may not like it, but
Did Greta
actually,
fucking get
Thursday. I can't be here
forgot.
Thursday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
We forgot.
Wednesday.
Did you
we
all
talk
forgot?
about that?
Yes,
Did
we
we
did.
talk
Sure.
about
I thought we were just going to have nibbles.
The 3 of us do not remember this.
Well, I
we had
said,
the cheese. We had the
do you
cheese and
guys
stuff.
not remember when I said, what's it called? What's it called? What's it called? And I couldn't think of it.
banquet? Yes.
I said
Potluck,
banquet.
potluck.
And then somebody was like, I said, yes, that's what we're going to
I
do.
thought that was like after the holidays.
Well, we could do
and you
that
wanted
then,
to get
too.
all the
Yeah, I
families
thought we were just going to
together
do the
and
cheese
that.
and stuff on Wednesday. Just the nibbles.
We can do nibbles, but I think we should all have your
Macaroni and
mac
cheese.
yeah, let's do the mac
I mean,
and
like, there's
cheese.
nothing
you can bring
fancy
it
about
out-
my
you
mac
can-
and cheese, but I've never met anybody that didn't like it.
You can
so.
bring it after.
Okay, yeah, because I'll
like
make it for
leftovers.
Thursday.
Bring.
I'm
We
good
haven't even
with.
started
I'm
anything
good
yet.
with leftovers.
Yeah,
I can't eat
that's
actually,
macaroni.
Mallory, with one of our family members, Mallory says, I don't know if I like Greta's macaroni and cheese like better fresh that day or the next day for breakfast. Like she's like, I look forward to it for breakfast every year because she always takes some with her.
Now, do you put bacon in it?
No,
I know there's some that do.
and my macaroni and cheese is Velveeta.
Thank God, then I get to actually eat it because the ones that have bacon in it, I can't.
Mine
eat,
is not
so.
baked.
Oh, okay. It's just a mac and
mine
cheese.
is my grandmother's. It's made with Velveeta and butter and like, I mean, there's nothing fancy to mine, but it's
just
just
people
creamy.
like it.
It's
Just people like it.
I mean, my friend Brent stood up at a concert the other night. There was a break, like in between the acts, and Brent was sitting in the same section with me,
Oh,
about
yeah, you
3
said
rows
that.
down. And Brent turned around and he went, "Hey, Greta, do you still make that macaroni and cheese?" And everybody in the section dies laughing. He was like, "No, y'all, her macaroni and cheese is the best." You like people
Okay.
love it.
Well, we're
so.
gonna have to do a taste test.
I
Right
can't
here.
eat macaroni.
You can't eat mac. Well,
No,
doesn't
you
eat
can have
carbs.
one bite.
You can have one noodle.
You can have one bite just as a taste tester.
Yeah.
You can chew it and spit it out.
yeah.
I mean,
Suck
there
all the
is
juice
that.
out of it and spit the.
There is that. I mean, if you have that much discipline.
I don't have that much.
So are
Thanksgiving's
you
hard
guys
with that,
than I
okay?
do.
That's a good question then. So since you guys are on this massive keto diet and you're doing extremely well, I'm impressed.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
definitely impressed.
What do you do for Thanksgiving?
what are you
yeah.
guys
This is
gonna
our
do?
first Thanksgiving, so I don't know.
It's your first Thanksgiving.
I mean,
It's our first
With
Thanksgiving
keto.
on keto.
I'm trying to
Oh,
think of
that-
something.
I was gonna say you guys have
besides
never.
turkey.
You're like
Besides
we don't
turkey,
celebrate
that's
that
keto.
shit, but we're on keto, so let's do it now.
Yeah,
my mom
'cause,
used to do
I mean,
keto, I can
turkey
ask
can be
her.
keto, but ham probably isn't.
is?
But what? No, because you're gonna coat it down in some fruit juice and some brown sugar to make that ham good. So really, that's not
I use
keto.
jalapenos on my ham.
Okay,
Jalapenos.
okay. because we
Instead
do
of like where people put the
The
pineapple.
I do.
Because we do pineapple juice and brown sugar, and like that ain't keto.
well, I don't eat ham, so I don't give a shit.
And green
how you make
beans.
it.
Green beans are pretty much your only side, and if you do green bean casserole, then that's out.
Yeah, I love green bean casserole.
It will probably be a huge cheat day, and I'll probably show up Friday like a balloon.
Nah, you're not going to get it all back in one day.
But you probably you'll feel sluggish the next
You'll
day.
feel very.
I've
not
got a
happy.
solution for you. You don't drive here that day. You have to walk.
Do you still have your maternity pants? You might want to wear
I
those.
do.
You might
I
want
do
to wear
have my
those.
turkey pants.
You might want to wear those.
Wear your my turkey pants. But what is your like have to have dish at Thanksgiving?
Cranberry sauce.
Regular
Out
or
of
with
can
the
or-
cranberries?
The can
The
is the
can.
only way. The can is
No,
the
I
only
mean
way.
like jellied or
Jellied.
I like the jelly
Yeah,
cranberry
that's
sauce.
the only
you dump
one.
it out and it still looks like the can.
Oh, you
Yes.
know what works really well?
Egg
with it
slicers?
as well, yeah, you can use that, but what I do is with the can is I get it all loose and then I just start letting it out and I slice it as it's coming out the can
Oh, that makes sense.
and it keeps the next part still together and they just kind of flop.
Have y'all
onto
seen the little dish? Like it's legit. That like
I have
is it
one.
mud pie or something
Oh.
that makes it. But it's a little white dish and it says cranberry sauce. But it's legit. It's got the little like slit.
The
Like
line?
it looks. Yes, it's the coolest dish. They have them at Pimentos on the square.
I
that's awesome.
Yeah.
have a cranberry dish.
Yeah.
It's a crystal dish and it's just skinny
Yeah.
enough and it's
So this one says
it
like,
is my cranberry.
like canned cranberry. Like
When it comes to dishes and shit, I am the one. I
Girl.
mean, you all have seen my kitchen. We have every appliance you can think of. I have the taco trays that your tacos can sit in. I have the whole thing for fondue. I have all the. I have dishes that are dishes for
it
dishes
is a-
for dishes.
it is a very much control issue for me that I only have a select few because I could have a problem.
Yeah,
And
I do have a
glasses,
problem.
Like glasses that I'm going to have the margarita glass. I'm going to have the Bloody Mary glass. I'm going to have.
I'm that way.
I have the
you-
perfect glass.
You don't
for
drink
milk,
the
for-
wrong drink out of the wrong glass.
Everything
No.
in my house is plastic.
Well,
I
I
have
use
two
plastic.
grown children and a
use-
husband.
Yeah, I do a lot. But now, if I'm entertaining, like,
Nope. If I'm entertaining, it's paper plates.
I'm.
Oh, I just spit my drink.
If y'all came over,
Yes.
No
say,
dishes.
say I made y'all come over and watch a Christmas movie with me. We're gonna have the hot cocoa bar with the perfect little cocoa cups.
I'm the same. I'm the same way. I'm absolutely this. My table
We
is
know that's
set.
not going to happen, so you're safe. It's
My-
okay. You're not.
my-
I'm not going to make you come watch a Christmas movie. Not sure
I
if you were
will.
stressing. I'm not sure if you were stressing about the Christmas movie
Well, it could be
or what.
the
No,
mistletoe
it-
one.
It'll just
Mistletoe murder.
It'll
yeah.
be if you come to my house, it's paper plates, plastic cups, whatever mugs we have on hand, and
But see,
I expect you to use my house as your house.
Yes.
So you come in and you do whatever. And
I'm
I
called
don't
the-
offer you a single thing.
I'm called the hostess with the mostest a lot.
oh, I tell people that I said I'll show you the first time. The second time you're on your own.
I
If
don't
you
even
can't
show.
find it. If you
I
can't
kind
find it, we
I
don't
have
have
it
it.
out. If I know you're
no.
coming, it's going to be
No,
in
I'm
a
the same
pretty
way
display.
though. Like make your house your house, and I'm not
at the
judgy.
fridge, here's the
I am.
pantry.
I'm 1,000% not judgy. You do you. There's a reason why I do some of the things I do. I grew up in a way where you had table settings with the whole 9 yards and all the
No.
glasses and all the silverware. So I like it. I love the Martha Stewart-y part of it. I
do too.
I do. I think
That
it's
excites
That gives me
It's
anxiety.
the,
I mean,
even though
there-
she
I'm
wasn't
like,
southern,
I don't know,
it's
Dollar
the
Tree.
southernism in me, though. I think,
maybe
like,
that's
even though
the-
she
the-
wasn't
the
southern,
northern
it's
in
very
us.
southern to
It
have
is
the.
very southern.
And
It
it's,
is.
it's the southern me.
it's the dignitary part of my life
Yeah.
that does it. But at the same time, it's probably because my dad
It's
was
the
a race
military
car
brat in me
driver.
is living on chaos.
Yeah. Well, and it's probably
And that's
because
okay.
my dad was
I
a
love
race
it.
car
I
driver
love
and owned a
chaos.
And I
shop.
don't have a
I
problem
thrive on
with
it.
coming to your house and it being that way. It's just you. It's going to be different.
Yeah,
with me.
yeah,
yeah.
Well, I mean, and so because of how I was raised, I had like two different. I had the paper plates and throw it in the trash, and I had that's crystal. You know, I mean, so I enjoy both sides of it, and it depends on what I'm feeling.
And
that
I
day.
also, if I feed you, if you come to my house to feed you, I will not eat until you're through. That was when my grandmother did that.
Now, I
And-
won't start until all my
gosh,
guests have
no.
their food.
I take so long to eat, you'll starve to death.
Yeah, I won't start.
Okay, maybe I would start like while you're finishing. But
I won't
that was my
start-
grandmother. She made sure everybody had everything on their plate, eating, and usually she did not eat until everyone was done.
Now
No.
that to me would be weird. Like I would be uncomfortable with her not eating.
I wouldn't be able
but
to eat.
I wouldn't be able to eat.
it's all I
I would
knew.
wait.
Let's say if you
yeah,
grew up that
yeah.
way.
I mean, it's
not
my
a big-
grandmother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's all
yeah.
you knew, then it's fine. But
I would
but
not be okay with that on purpose.
If you did that, I think I'd have to yell at you.
I would
Yeah.
Greta,
stop.
you need to eat right
Like,
You
now.
really,
Shove
you
food
probably
in
wouldn't
your mouth.
realize it because you're sitting down eating.
No,
and
I
I'm
would.
Still, I'm
I would
still
totally
doing
realize.
things.
I would totally realize.
Sit
but then
down,
again, I
Greta.
was in the
Come on.
military where we were told when we could eat. Like everybody got their tray. Everybody had their food. Then we all sat at the same time. And then
You just sat there, and then they were like,
Like my birthday is my one that I throw pretty much a party for every year. But
Woohoo!
I now hire my friend Mike Patton. He's a chef, so I hire him to cook for us.
Okay.
That way I can enjoy with you.
enjoy.
enjoy with. Okay.
And
yeah.
and in my pool we do in my pool, so he makes like
You eat in the pool?
he makes things everything you
Okay,
can hold in
cool.
your hand that you can eat in the pool.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That sounds
I like
glamorous.
That.
It's a lot of
It's kinda
and
glammy.
he's a chef, so he makes some really cool stuff. Like this year was Cajun themed. We
"Is that what
had
we're doing for your birthday this year? Let's go."
Cajun theme. I'm good
Oh,
with Cajun
wait.
themed anytime.
No, I didn't mean that. I just meant like the
Well,
pool,
no-
and
Oh,
the
yeah.
food, and the
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'm down to
oh,
do
yeah,
that.
definitely.
We're doing our show at Greta's birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm game
Well,
with that.
If you walk in my kitchen, I mean, there's a few extra things on it from our trip, but my table is set every day.
Yeah.
All day long. It's ready to go. And I have 4 sets of china, 5 sets of china, something like that. I don't remember. But I swap them out all the time. We use them all.
I have Target like plastic plates.
I have the 50-cent ones from Walmart.
I have the same ones with the Target.
My
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, Christmas
I don't know what
ones
made me
were
take
my
Target
parents.
over, but
So I have their set of china, and it's very wintry looking. It has the snow on it, and they're really, really cool. And my reasoning partially for that and using the crystal in the cupboards and using the china is because I worked in a field that people die a lot. I've seen a lot of death. And I don't believe in going to your grave never having used your fine china.
Your china.
Right.
Your
Yeah.
good stuff. If you
I don't
have
know
good
the reason
stuff,
I'm trying to-
Use it.
if you
I
have
say
good
that.
stuff, you should use it because
It's kids.
I don't
That's why
want
you don't.
I don't
Yeah,
want
that
it
too.
to even with my kids will tell you when they would come home from school. And now I started the setting the table for a purpose. I didn't do it because I was all snobby and shit. I did it because if the table was set with your dinner dishes, my kids didn't set their backpacks on it.
Good point. Yeah.
No, nothing got set
A table
on it
tends to be a catch-all.
because of that. So, so we have like 12 minutes left and we've done an hour, and then we
Okay.
only have to do a half hour between now and Thursday. So, if you guys are cool, we'll finish out this
Yeah.
hour, and then we can, this was supposed to be 15
It's
minutes.
supposed to be 15 minutes.
But
See,
whoopsie.
happens.
Well, I've been watching it and I'm like, well, we keep,
So now-
it's good conversation. So
Did we? I don't think we all finished. What was our must-have?
yeah.
Like what is
Cranberry sauce.
cranberry sauce
yeah,
is your
I don't know.
must-have?
I think green bean casserole is mine.
Yeah, I love green bean now, do you have stuffing? Do you do
Dressing.
the stuffing?
Do you do stuffing or dressing?
Dressing.
Wait, what's the difference?
It's the same thing.
No.
it's totally
No.
different.
No.
It is 100% different.
Yes.
So cornbread dressing is literally ground up cornbread and biscuits, and
We don't
well,
put biscuits in ours. But
that's how Cracker Barrel did it. That's how
Okay.
I learned the difference because
Okay.
I was used to stuffing out of a box.
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what
I
you
do
did.
stuffing out of a box.
Yeah, I do
But
stuffing out.
I'll bring us some
Barrel
dressing
does
too.
dressing, and it's ground up cornbread and ground up biscuits and lard and bacon grease and like all that kind of stuff together.
And your
to make
and your
it.
chicken and your turkey
And
and I don't
it
think
has
ours
the
has
meat particles in it
yeah.
too. Yeah.
It's kind of more coarse
I'm down
and
for
less bready.
that. Okay.
Well, and
Mother
and
will make it. I'll bring y'all some dressing. too.
traditionally, dressing was also done with the gizzards and the stuff you pulled out of the turkey was fried up, cooked up, and chopped up and put into the stuffing, making it rather than stuffing, because it was stuffed in there, and then you added all that stuff into it, and you stuffed your turkey. And
You stuff it, or do you make it separate now?
I make it separate.
Separate.
I
Well,
always made it.
Yeah.
separate.
well, also because
But I do stuffing. I don't do cornbread dressing.
yeah, I do the stuffing.
Yeah.
I don't do the dressing. I
My
do
little
the
Southern
stuffing.
hearts broke over here.
The first time I ever had dressing
Out of the box, right here. I'm sorry.
after I
Greta.
moved down here, it
I'll bring
like
out the real stuff.
ate my throat up while I swallowed it. I was
Now,
like, "What is this?
but
I'm
now,
eating
Egg
sand."
Girl, I will say, Egg Girl is funny because I have my egg fear, and a lot of people put eggs in theirs.
Yeah, I don't put egg in mine.
They chop up like a boiled egg in there.
Yeah, I
and,
don't-
and
It's weird.
My
That might be a
stepmother, my
Southern
stepmother
thing.
gets
Love
so mad at me
deviled
because I
eggs.
will
I
not
do too.
eat her dressing.
I
because
make
she puts eggs in
killer
it.
deviled eggs.
She's like, you
too.
don't even know they're there. I went, yeah, I do. That's why I ain't eating it.
I make killer deviled eggs, by the way. Killer ones.
Not touching them.
Like her mac and cheese. Everyone who's ever had mine is like your deviled
What do you
eggs
put in
are-
it?
For one, I put cream cheese.
Interesting.
Okay.
I put plain cream cheese, and I put chive and onion cream cheese, and I whip it.
Okay.
And then I use like hardly any mayonnaise. I use a splash of mustard seasonings and paprika, of course. And then I put lemon lime, or what's it called? Lemon zest, lemon lime seasoning, lemon lime, salt and pepper, whatever it's called. But I use that as one of my main
I'm
seasonings.
not against trying it.
And
I am. Sorry.
I know you.
well, I wouldn't expect you to try it because that would be weird because that would go totally against your whole phobia of
Wait,
eggs.
I'm gonna look,
Dare you throw it?
I'm gonna look at the ladybug while y'all are eating those.
I'm like,
too.
Go in the other
oh,
room.
I thought
I
you
know
were,
you're good.
I
I
thought
know
you
good.
couldn't stand the eggs. Why are you eating the? Yeah, I would be like, what? You liar,
Oh, Greta.
can't.
liar!
Full of doo doo.
You're full of shit.
But I'm gonna look over here while y'all are munching into it. I'm like,
Yeah, we'll just go in the other room or something.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have
can look away.
we can always have our little snacky thing after because then we all have leftovers to bring.
Yeah.
So because my
something
husband,
to make
my
now.
mom, and I,
Maybe
all
casserole.
three of
Nobody's
us
claimed it.
are 100% white meat. I do not like anything but the white meat, so we no longer buy a turkey anymore.
You
We
just do the turkey
Turkey
breast.
breast.
Yep, we stopped buying a turkey
Yeah.
a couple of years ago because half of it went to the dogs or in the trash. Like there was, I mean, it's cool. We had a turkey last year because the girls were here, and they have never had a Thanksgiving because they don't celebrate that in their countries. Obviously, it's an American holiday.
Right.
So last year for Thanksgiving, we did the whole thing. We had
The whole kit
we
and
had
caboodle.
other people here too, and but we also had each of the girls made a dish from their own country.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
That's
So
cool.
we had a German dish, and she had a major meltdown making it because she'd never made
Yeah.
it or anything like it before. So she's on, video with her mom and dad, and we're trying to walk her through it and help her with it. And then Emma's making hers, and it was so funny because hers was amazing, by the way.
Well, her dad's a chef,
And
isn't he?
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
we had
and
that conversation.
I want to. I think I might even make hers because it is amazing. I can't remember what the dish is called, but basically, it's the little round white potatoes,
Okay.
and you cook them, but you cook them partially done, yeah, boiled or whatever with the peel on them, and then you set them aside, and then you make a caramel. A true caramel in the pan with the butter and the sugar, and you turn it into caramel, and then you fry the egg or the eggs. I don't know why I even said that.
Little
They're
potatoes,
the shape.
eggs, same
Potatoes,
They're
eggs.
potatoes, but you fry the potatoes in the caramel after
These are
it's
two
all
things I
done.
love.
So then they become caramelized and crystalled on the potato. And it's super, super sweet. And when you cook the potatoes, you cook them with butter and salt. So they're really buttery and they're really salty. And then they go in that caramel glaze, and you keep them until they get really
Salty sweet.
really crispy around it.
Right,
and that
right,
caramel
right.
is really fried onto it or whatever. But it was so funny because she's like, my dad makes it all the time,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to make it. So of course we're calling
never
mom
made
and
it,
dad.
so I don't
now
know.
her parents speak fluent English, and Lily's dad can speak English, but her mom is 100% German. So some of the translations are a little bit harder. Luckily, I do speak German, so I can understand them better, but I do not speak Danish. I'm trying to learn. But it was really fun watching them and helping them make
Yeah,
their dish
that is
from their
fun.
own country
Yeah.
and adding it to our table.
Yeah.
And the first one, because she had never made the caramel before, she's like, "This is not working. This is not coming out. It's not caramelizing.
hard to make.
It's just crystallized." And she's like, "It's wrong. It's wrong." And we hadn't called her dad yet. It's wrong. So she scoops it all off, throws it in the trash, starts it all and she's got a recipe up and she's following it. And because they knew Steve loves to cook, they each brought us a gift when they came here as a present. And they brought me something either reading or art related. Both of them brought Steve a cookbook from their country,
cool.
which was
That's
really
awesome.
cool. So
Yeah.
we actually had the Danish cookbook that we could pull it up this recipe, and we're making the second one, and she's watching the video and she's like, "It's not working. It's doing." I said, "I think you just need to have patience.
Yeah.
You need to
Give it
just
more time.
Give it more time and just watch." And so I pulled up a video separately and I'm watching it and I'm watching the phase. I'm like, the crystallite,
okay.
that's what it's supposed to do. I'm
It's
like,
okay.
You got to get past
gotta get
that.
past
you
phase.
have to get past that part.
Let that-
Because she thought it looked like it was hardening up and,
Hardening,
and
like brittle
going bad.
does.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you overcooked
Overcooked
it
it.
already. And I'm like, and I said, just patience, just let it do its thing. And she's like, right, let it do its thing. And then it's finally turning into that caramel.
Smooth.
And she's like, "It's working." She got so excited.
excited.
It was so
I
sweet.
bet.
And she got
That
so
sounds
excited.
delicious.
Then she's ready to put I said, "It's not ready yet.
Just hang out.
Just we're ready. We're close. We're close." Then she puts the potatoes in, and I'm like watching the recipe.
The thing I posted on Facebook the other day that said when the day God had it handed out patience, I got frustrated and left.
Yeah, me too. I actually have lots of patience. My husband does not.
Yeah.
And so we're putting those in there, and she's wanting to roll them to me. I'm like, no, watch the thing. They got to kind of crystallize on there and kind of almost to a burn before you turn them and get the next side and the next side. But it turned out. It's probably one of the dishes I might add to our dinner.
sounds delicious.
Because
Okay.
it is so good.
That sounds good.
It was
Are you
so
gonna eat it?
yummy. It was so yummy.
Oh, yeah, it's potatoes.
Like it's potatoes and caramel.
Y'all
But
kill me.
I'm seriously thinking about Thanksgiving over here. I'm like, it's all got carbs. It's all got carbs.
It's a whole
I had-
carb
That's why people fall
fest.
asleep.
I had strep throat one year during Thanksgiving. So like I'm looking at the food and I'm like, what can I eat? You know, because my throat's just one big raw. And I was like, what can I eat? Word of advice: cranberry sauce is not something you can eat with strep throat because it's acidic and it burns.
Burns.
Yes, burns.
yeah,
The ring
yeah.
of fire.
That'll do it.
The ring of fire. I told you I'll break out into song on a regular basis. So
Yep.
yeah. But yes, the cranberry sauce, if you have strep throat, it's not
not a good one.
Not a good
Why
one.
don't we eat cranberry sauce year round? Why is it only like a
Actually,
Thanksgiving or
Moe's
Christmas?
Moe's Barbecue Indicator, pretty much year round. They make it a special, but it's there when I go a lot, and I go at least once a month because we go to our songwriters thing, and it's right next door. They have a Thanksgiving sandwich.
That's what my favorite.
That they do, and they have it all the time. But it's the turkey, and it's got the cranberry sauce on there. Delicious.
That's my favorite
Moe's
thing
Indicator.
after. That's the next question, and we're almost done for our hour here. We got 1 minute left. What is your favorite thing after Thanksgiving? Mine is a turkey sandwich.
Oh,
Or
yes.
putting it
My
together in a
favorite is the
casserole.
okay.
turkey sandwich,
And
the
do you put
turkey
the
with
cranberry?
salad.
Do you put the cranberry on the turkey sandwich?
I don't.
And I like it on little
cranberry,
Hawaiian
so-
rolls or something, like a
Yes.
good
I
little
can't do
roll.
Hawaiian rolls.
I love. I
I'm
lived
not
on.
a fan of sweet bread.
I love them. I don't like. I'm just a grab. I'm good. Okay, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
All right, we got to go. It's time for our.
Tori
our-
asks us a question
our
and then she tells us 30
recording.
seconds.
You know better.
You know better. You legit asked
be
a question.
continued.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Continue.
Well, that's how because technically it's not 30 seconds; it's
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have 30 minutes.
We have 30 more minutes. So
Okay.
and we were all trying not to do the whole hour and a half today.
Yeah.
So
But
um,
you know,
We're at
can't-
the hour.
We almost missed it. We almost messed it up.
so we got 30 more minutes tomorrow. So
Okay.
or 15 tomorrow and 15 the next day.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
However,
Sometime between now and then we will have 30 minutes in. So I'm just going to stop the recording.
We don't have to say bye.